today's video, I'm going to tell you the one thing you absolutely must do if you're going to do Pesach, the holiday of Passover, correctly. Stick around because I assure you it's not what you think. This is Judaism. Hi, I'm Rabbi Hillel Drury of Yes Connections, and this is Judaism, where I show you how to get the maximum joy out of your Judaism. No matter where you are on the Jewish spectrum, there is joy accessible to you in your Judaism, and I'm here to show you how to get it. Jews have a complicated relationship with Passover, with Pesach. I mean, after all, there's so much to love about Pesach. Our family getting together, celebrating our freedom and the birth of our nation, and of course, the food. But on the other hand, there's so much cooking to do. There's so much cleaning to do, ridding our entire house of any leavened products. And then, of course, there's the food. I mean, 8 days of matzah can be, shall we say, gastrationally challenging. They don't call it Pharaoh's revenge for nothing. So I think Jews sometimes can have sort of a love-hate thing going on with Pesach, with Passover. If we're going to come into Pesach and get everything out of it that we want, to get the joy, which is what Jewish holidays are all about, we got to do some thinking. We have to do our own preparation. The one thing that you absolutely must keep in mind if you want to do Pesach right. Rabbi Dr. Abraham J. Twersky, of blessed memory, who was both a rabbi and a medical doctor, actually a psychiatrist, a specialist, a world-renowned specialist in addictions. Each year, on the day before Pesach, Rabbi Twersky, as is the custom in his family, would go to bake what's called matzos mitzvah, the matzos which will be used specifically for the mitzvah of the Seder that night, and he would bake them, as is the custom, on the afternoon before the Seder. One year, as he was going out to the car to be driven to where they were going to bake the matzah, he turns to the driver and he says, "I can't go. I'm going back inside." Rabbi Twersky explained that his wife was sleeping, taking a nap, and he was afraid that his grandchildren, who were supposed to arrive to spend the holiday together with them, would arrive while he was out and while his wife was still sleeping. So he said, "I have to stay home to make sure that if my grandchildren arrive, they don't wake my wife." When I heard the story, I was blown away, as blown away as I hope you are. Can you imagine? Here he is, ready to go and perform this custom, and he goes and says, "No." He says, "I can't go because I have to make sure that my wife is able to nap." I mean, let's be honest. If the grandchildren would have shown up and his wife would have been awoken by their arrival, well, what do you think? She would be terribly upset? Her grandchildren just arrived. It's Erev Pesach. Her husband isn't off playing golf. Her husband is off doing something which is a very important custom, which she certainly wanted him to participate in. And yet, he knew that there was something that God wanted him to do more right now than even such an important custom, and that was to make sure his wife was able to rest. Now, I'm not here to tell you how to go about dividing up family household responsibilities. Every family has to do that on their own. But I will tell you one thing for sure, and this is the one thing which, if you don't do this, you're missing the whole point of Pesach and maybe the whole point of Judaism. You have to ask yourself one question. What does God want me to do right now? What am I doing to make sure that I'm participating and making sure everyone in the family feels supported, helped, cared for, and loved? What otherwise seems mundane is not mundane at all. It is a holy, holy task. And those holy tasks are what are meant to bring us joy. And that is Judaism.